with Rob Weller. And now, here's Rob.
Fiona Gubelmann and Dorian Brown, Jenna and Kristen from Wilfred.
Hi, thank you. Hello.
For folks who don't know about Wilfred, Wilfred is a dog. Am I correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But what kind of a dog would you say he is?
You mean breed or? Wilfred is Jenna's dog.
Yeah.
And to everybody, everyone sees him as a dog.
Yeah.
Except for Ryan, who is played by Elijah Wood.
Oh,
and when
I've heard of him.
You've heard of him, right?
And Jenna is the next door neighbor.
Jenna's the next door neighbor,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
girl next door.
Yeah.
Played by beautiful Fiona Gubelmann.
Absolutely. It's on Wednesdays at 10 p.m. on FXX, the greatest network this side ever. It's in its fourth year.
It is.
So you guys have been around for a
Is
while.
this fourth and final?
Yes.
Fourth and final.
What's the story with that? How come what? Are you guys
Was
depressed?
that decision made early?
Yeah, it was made at the pickup.
Yeah, we found out last, when the show got picked up, that's when we found out. So,
Last fall.
which was great because getting to come back and actually wrap up the storyline and all the cliffhangers, you rarely get the chance to do that.
Yeah.
Usually shows will just get canceled, and
Yeah.
that's that.
Wait a minute. Fiona's been on Family Guy, Guys with Kids, Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23.
Great show.
Yeah.
But didn't last
it was
very long.
amazing. I know. Well, they get like a season and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think maybe.
Animal Practice, We Are Men. God, you guys are working. And you've been, wait a minute, don't go away, Dorian.
I'm going to walk out right now.
No. Romantically Challenged, Psych, Cold Case you've been on, Accidentally on Purpose. Oh, you were on Supernatural.
I was.
Oh, I love that. What was it like meeting Elijah for the first time?
Well, he kind of floats. So that was, I'm just kidding. I remember I was in the lobby. I don't know if you were there that day. It was for the chemistry read. And he walked by and he was just glowing and he had the warmest smile and he just said hi as he walked by. And he just instantly put me at ease because I had to go in and then read with him.
Yeah.
And then when I went in, he was just so easy to talk to and really funny and really, really cool, interesting guy.
At that point, had they obviously you were sort of in the mix at that point. So he knows he's going to read with you, and he knows, it's better not to go out and say, who are you and why are you here? And, where's my sandwich? And you better have the right mustard on it. What kind of training have you guys gone through? I mean, do you have coaches? Do you have you done classes in the past? One of the things we try to do on the show is just talk a little bit about the process of, not only just getting to Hollywood, but what it takes to just even get a gig in Hollywood, much less succeed like you guys have.
I mean, I've taken classes. I did theater growing up. I went to UCLA for theater, and then I still get coaching. I mean, now primarily it's coaching. I would love to get back into some sort of class or just be involved in theater again. But I mean, it's so much. It's a lot of work, and people don't realize that. I had a teacher once talk about how he's like, you need to be putting in. He's like, if you're in medical school or law school, he's like, they're putting in 16, 18-hour days. If you're running your own company, which my parents both had their own companies, I saw how many hours a day they worked. They worked nonstop.
Are you, Dorian, you sort of going through the same thing?
I am going through the same thing, auditioning. Absolutely. We kind of were able to have a pilot season this year, which was the first in 4 years, which was also very tricky because we were sort of shooting during all of the pilots as well. So
yeah, trying to make it work.
that was hard. But yeah, it was my first pilot season post Wilfred, and it was very, very busy.
Yeah.
Luckily, but.
I wanted to quit acting after it. I don't know
Yeah, it was
about you.
hard. It wasn't fun.
Yeah.
It
It's
Pretty
wasn't
discouraging,
fun.
isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rejection. It's mostly rejection. People ask me what I do, and I say, well, I'm in the rejection business.
Absolutely.
I mean, you've been rejected more than you've been hired.
Absolutely.
Well, you're memorizing. I mean, the amount that you're going out for like 6-7 pilots in a week, and for each pilot, there's 40 to 60 pages that you have to read, and then 10 to 15 pages you have to memorize for your audition like the next day. So it gets to the point where you're not even sleeping. Like you're barely getting any sleep. So you're going into these auditions with like a ringing head, and you're exhausted, and you might have kids, or you're you don't. I mean, like you're trying to have a life.
What about features or theater?
Yeah.
That's great. The features don't come as often. I've been lucky recently to have been going out for some features, but don't have that really in my wheelhouse at this point.
Is that something you do not want?
Absolutely want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you just kind of find sort of a motion with the casting and TV casting and
Well, fortunately,
directors
you're working and living through a new golden age of television, where these
Absolutely.
these
You
shows
kinda
that are
don't
being
miss it.
written and produced are like features.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're that quality.
Thank you very, very, very much for being with us on Hollywood Headliners.
Thank you.
Fiona Gubelmann, who plays Jenna, and Dorian Brown, who plays Kristen, on the FXX series Wilfred. It's a really out there series. If you are a quirky viewer, and if you're not into Wilfred, get into Wilfred.